Today we're making bacon-wrapped, cream cheese-filled jalapeno poppers with a delicious homemade sauce. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really supports us in this channel. Let's get started. First things first, preheat your oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm using this small oven so the rack is on the bottom since there's not a lot of space, but if you're using a regular oven, be sure to put that rack right in the middle. It helps them to cook evenly. Next, grease a baking sheet. You can use butter or you can use coconut oil. I actually like to use non-stick avocado cooking spray since it's for high heat and it's very easy to apply. Next, make the filling. In a small bowl, you're going to mix 1 pack of cream cheese and 1 cup of shredded pepper jack or cheddar cheese or mozzarella cheese. I used pepper jack cheese because that's what I had. And a cup of bacon bits. These bacon bits are the ones I made from bacon, but you can buy them store-bought. The key thing with these bacon bits is that the bacon is fully cooked. The only raw bacon we'll use will be the one to wrap the jalapeno peppers at the end. This needs to be fully cooked. Mix those ingredients really well before we add the next ones. Next, we'll add some spices. A teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of onion powder. I have them together. A teaspoon of bouillon. You don't want to add too much bouillon or salt. I did a little too much here because the bacon's already salty. Next, add pepper. I prefer fresh ground pepper. Mix it really well and be sure to taste it along the way, so if it needs adjusting, you can do that now. Next, we're moving to the jalapeno peppers. I always like to choose the better looking ones, the ones that are thick and big. Make sure that you wash them and dry them fully. Grab each pepper and make a rectangular opening, making sure not to go through the whole pepper, just the top. Carefully remove the lid and keep it closed so you don't mismatch them. To de-seed and devein them, I like using my measuring spoons because they're nice and sharp and they're small enough to fit in to completely leave it nice and clean. Just like that. See how pretty it looks? No seeds, no veins. Now it's ready to go. Don't forget the lid. Take the seeds and the vein off the lid as well. Now I'm making sure to put the lid back on that pepper and set them aside while I do the rest so I don't mismatch the lids. Then repeat the process with the rest of the peppers. Now that they're all clean, de-seeded and ready to go, it's time to put the filling inside. I'm using the back of the spoon to make sure that they're fully stuffed all the way to the edges so there's no air pockets or any space in between. Once they're fully stuffed, put the lid back on. Of course, they get a little dirty, so I like to clean them with a wet paper towel or napkin so that they're nice and clean before I wrap them. And repeat these steps for the rest of the peppers, that way they're left clean and ready to go. Now my favorite part, wrapping them with bacon. I like to start at the very top and keeping the opening facing up. I work my way around it towards the bottom. Then using toothpicks, secure the top and the bottom of the bacon attached to the pepper. Be sure to place the toothpick in a way where you can see the toothpicks easy so they're removed before being consumed so nobody hurts themselves. Then place them on the pre-greased baking sheet and repeat the process for each one. Oh, look at that. They look beautiful. They remind me of babies just wrapped in blankets ready to be put to bed. But no, these are going in the oven for 20 minutes. While they're in the oven, perfect time to make your own blue cheese dipping sauce. It's so easy and fast, you'll be amazed. Blue cheese dip is not blue cheese dip without some real blue cheese. So you can use a cup of crumbled blue cheese or a wedge like I used here of blue cheese and just crumble it with your fingers. Be sure to save a little bit of the crumble so at the end you can garnish. Next, add a cup of Greek yogurt. I prefer the flavor of Greek yogurt. If you don't have it handy, you can also use sour cream or fresh cream to substitute. Then add half a cup of mayo, a clove of garlic minced. This is key for a very rich flavor. Then a lemon juiced, some fresh ground pepper, and mix it really well and taste it to make adjustments to the flavor. And that's it. It's so easy and it smells so good. Now you can add it to a nice little container so you can plate your dish. Now you can add those blue cheese crumbles that you saved to garnish it, some coarse, fresh ground pepper, some chives or scallions for a pop of color, and a little bit of freshly chopped parsley to add color and texture and flavor to this beautiful little dipping sauce. Check on the peppers. I like to sometimes put them on broil for a few minutes just to get that nice crisp at the end. Now that they look beautiful, they're ready to plate. Once plated, don't forget to take out the toothpicks. Now that the bacon is fully cooked, it'll stay in place and you won't run the risk of anyone eating a toothpick. I'm adding a little fresh ground pepper so it'll look nice. And if you're pressed for time and don't want to make your own dipping sauce, you can just use any kind of dressing for the peppers. Just be sure to add some parsley all around so it looks fresh and pretty. And now my favorite part, the taste test. Let's see how they came out. Really good. Really, really, really good. I hope yours come out this good.